it's unlikely that you will be consistently paid on time, every time, if you're lax with your paperwork. Sometimes you may not even get paid at all. Hi, and welcome to the third of the 7 deadly sins of credit management: sloppy paperwork and lax administration. Errors on your part that can lead to you not being paid on time include, but aren't limited to, setting up your customers' details wrongly on your accounting system. Common mistakes being name, address, correct registered name of the company, failure to quote order numbers on invoices, failure to include purchase order numbers on invoices, incorrect or unsigned timesheets or delivery notices, a failure to make clear and get specific agreement to your terms and conditions, as we talked about in the last video. Some of the commonest mistakes, which are actually really quite simple to eliminate and to solve, are those around invoicing. Is it going to the correct company? Is it addressed to the right person? You should have an understanding, especially in bigger companies, of how their accounts payable actually works within the company. They may have different departments that deal with different aspects of invoicing. So who is the person that actually deals or needs to process the inquiry in the first place? If you address it straight to them, it's not going to get lost internally in their system or take a couple of days to reach the right person, which is adding 2 days onto the length of time you've given them to actually invoice. All these little things cause complications. You know, put yourselves in their shoes. They're not going to process it because it's incorrect. I'm not going to pay for something that is actually saying differently on paper to what I'm actually going to pay. Another aspect of invoicing is actually invoicing at the correct time. You know, do you invoice as soon as you've done the work, or do you wait until, you know, the end of the week, or I've actually heard end of the month? You know, if your days are 30 terms and you do the work at the start of the month, but you're not invoicing to the end of the month, you've effectively doubled your own terms. The reason that payment is now going to be late and potentially cause you cash flow problems is because you didn't invoice. But just get into the habit of invoicing straight away, then it's not your fault that's contributing to your cash flow problems in the future. Attention to detail is paramount. When was the last time you checked that the invoice was coming from the same company that you set up in your accounting records? In respect of both new and established customers, don't fall foul of any unscrupulous practices or ordering systems engineered to have you unwittingly supply a lesser company as the fall guy in case a project goes wrong. Wherever possible, your credit limits and dealings should always be with the company within the group that has the financial ability to pay, even if there's a problem within their overall trading group. Occasionally, you might like to see cross-company guarantees or even directors' personal guarantees where merited. Things change in business regularly. Things will change with your customers in terms of the way that they might operate their accounts payable system. People may change. By having that regular practice, one, you're maintaining a great working relationship, you're building rapport with them, you get to know the other side, they get to know you. That's great for long-term business if there is a dispute over payment, etc. But the better the relationship you've got with your customers, the more likely you are to know and understand about changes. Make it part of a monthly process whereby you ask if there's been any changes in payment. Get ahead of the game so it doesn't catch you out that one time where the delay in payment, because something has changed on their side, causes problems for your business due to the cash flow associated with whatever those invoices are. So overall, there really isn't any excuse for poor paperwork or lax administration. It's just down to inefficiencies within your processes. We are going to talk about what makes an effective process further down the line in this series of videos. Just review your processes around invoicing, about the checking in terms of making sure everything's in place, and really putting yourself in your customer's shoes. Think about the bills that you pay. You know, what do you look for when you're paying bills? You need to make sure everything is there in respect of it's addressed to the right company, has the right details on, the right VAT number, the right company number, etc. It's especially if you're VAT registered and you're trying to claim that VAT back, well, it's no different for your customer. So review your overall invoicing process, what you check for when you're sending your own invoices out. And like I said earlier, make sure you're timely with it as well, because that is one of the simplest things to fix in terms of reducing the length of time it takes for you to get paid for your invoices. Thanks for watching. See you soon for the next one.